Welcome back to the show, everybody. Mr. Pop that thing next to me, the one and only triple, the G.O.D. Pound Dash. That is my man, my ace, the green monster squish murder in the congregation. May you all be praised for holding down my six. Bessie, Janine, Magdalene, the intern, Annalisa, your girl and my Miss Monster, que Hot Feline, home down the unos, doses, tres, and cuatros, but most importantly, you. Yes, you. You love right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV, and yo, Uncle Triple has got some shit on his mind. So I'm about to spit that heat because, again, I got some shit on my mind. I would like to start with this. As someone who is a proper representation of a thing that I love so much, as also as a deliverer from people taking losses in these streets, I, Bishop Pastor L, aka the one on triple G.O.D, releases all you YouTubers for pretending fucking dog stalkers exist, okay? It's November. You can stop now. It's fine. Here's the truth. Regardless of your pretend rosters and your retrospectives and all of those shit, Vampire Savior is probably one of the very few perfect fighting games in existence, and it should stay that way. The thing is that because I'm finna spit some history. You take a look at this channel, right? When Darkstalkers Resurrection was getting ready to come out, I did a retrospective of Darkstalkers and Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, right? And I go back and look at that. Like, I said some things I had no business, and I'll go back and correct them. But the point is, why did I not make a video about the video game, Vampire Savior? It was at the point that I tried to make multiple versions of it, and every time the video ended up being 3 hours, and all I could do was talk, and I didn't have the proper tech to keep up with it, and it never came out. And by the time I was ready to put out a proper product, the truth of Darkstalkers Resurrection was finally revealed to us, is that a company is going to base their fucking decision of whether or not to bring back a franchise on an emulation job done by D. Leezy and the fam of D. Leezy. That's what we are. Run GFB, bitch. I'm just like, why? But then at the same time, you talk about Capcom and the future of, oh no, thank you very much, sure you can, and everything that's happening because Akira's coming to Street Fighter 5. I willed that into existence. You're fucking welcome, by the way. About what the future for the franchise possibly is, I don't know. I don't think, as a universe, we deserve a sequel to Darkstalkers. We don't. It's like, what does a Darkstalkers do in the year 2020, 2021? The next time you want to make a video or have a conversation on forum, think about what the hell a Darkstalkers could actually be, and think about, do you really want it, or just go and play Vampire Savior, the first one, not the second one. We as a tribe, we ignore the second one. It has some merits as a game that exists, but it's not the game. All right, the same for Vampire Hunter 2. But again, don't worry about that. I'm like, yo, I watched that whole roster video. Like, I agreed with a lot of stuff in there, and I disagreed with some of it. But I understood the confines of what that video was working on, and I understand like why that video needed to be. At the same time, though, what a Darkstalkers 4 needs to be is not covered in that video, will not be a roster. Because, see, here's the thing. Vampire Savior is a rare video game. Not a rare fighting game within its genre, but in the spacious ethos of what video games is, Vampire Savior is probably one of the almost perfect fighting games. Because there is no such thing as perfect. We exist in a world where nothing is perfect. But Vampire Savior is one of those games I can count on my one hand that gets pretty damn close with everything that it does. And even still to this day, the game is being taken to its highest levels by people who love and treasure what it is that game brought to the table. Half the games I go goo goo gaga over now don't exist without the influence of the Darkstalkers series, and much more importantly, what Vampire Savior did to get into the brains of people who create the things you love about where you can take the fighting game to. So it is what it is. So shout out to all those games that have since, in my view, personally raised the bar for what Vampire Savior has brought to the table. Your whole anime genre, damn it. So it is what it is. Air blocking, motherfucker. It is what it is. So I'm just gonna leave it there again. I release you. Real shit. Uncle Triple aka Bishop Pastor, I release you. I release all you pretend ass motherfuckers for pretending you care. I'm gonna continue to give a fuck because I love the Darkstalkers series, and my stuff ain't on display on October. No, my stuff is on display 24/7, 365, or 25/8, 367, as I say, because I'm like, what? I got one more hour, one more day, and 2 more days of the year that I give a fuck about that video game. And that's real rap. In other news, while we talking about games that I give a fuck about, while I sat up here and I was on hiatus, there is no Virtua Fighter 6. Let it go. Dear Sega, though, while I appreciate that I can pick up Judgment and Yakuza 6 and play fake Virtua Fighter 5, I don't know, release real Virtua Fighter 5. And what I mean by real Virtua Fighter 5, final version be all the bells and whistles, everything, all the good stuff that we did not get in those ports. Like, at this juncture, depending on what it is you're looking for your Virtual Fighter experience, you either at this juncture want to get the game on PS3, because given what I've seen, and shout out to that boy Arturo Sanchez. Shout out to my family, you know what I'm saying, doing a thing like all this stuff I be seeing. That's where the folks at. They playing on the PS3 version, because, you know, it's free to play on PS3, even though now the store is super fucked. But we won't get into that. Or you can sit up here and play locally with a friend. Virtua Fighter deserves more than what it gets. I appreciate Dead or Alive 5 exists to remind you that Virtua Fighter exists, and it's kind of a shame that none of those characters got in DOA 6, but that game's dead now. We ain't got a chance to talk about that, but I don't think this is the proper video for that. But there is no Virtua Fighter 6. Let it go, okay? I don't know what the esport thing means. I have no clue. But again, I'm gonna ask you this rap. In the year 2020, 2021, what is a Virtua Fighter 6? What is it? See, these are the questions you should really be asking your fucking self. Like, what is a Virtua Fighter 6 in this day and age in which we live in a fighting game? You probably couldn't even motherfucking tell me. Like, I could close my eyes and I could visualize like more Virtua Fighter 5 or Virtua Fighter 6. But the thing is, because of something we're going to get into a minute, because of who we are as people who absorb media, Virtua Fighter 6 would have to be something that is not to get your damn attention. Because again, and we're going to talk about this later because there's more of this, is of understanding no matter how much you love something, sometimes love isn't enough. That's just what it is. Real fucking rap. Sometimes love isn't the fucking enough. It just is what it is. That's a perfect segue for this. Bloody Roar, ladies and gentlemen. Like, for 5 seconds, you know, your that guy, whoever, you know, he made a video and he technically style bit somebody's stuff. Shout out to the boy Jeremiah Isaiah. I'm like, yo, fam, I see you. Like, I watch your videos. I love how impassioned and how emblazoned you are about this series. Hell, I'm finna give you this. Before I make this video, you literally got the stamp from the nigga that I look up to, my big brother Daily Rape me. Yo, he said you legit as a motherfucker. That's all the fuck I need to hit. Cause before that, I sat up and listened to you like, yo, I'm feeling you. When Big Bruh give you the stamp, I'm with you. I'm with you. You got on that video about all that shit that's going on. Damn, my nigga, you spitting. Real fucking rap, you spitting, my nigga. It is what it is. However, let me, Uncle Triple Level with you, fam, and everybody else thinking that they're going to be a Bloody Roar, some think. There isn't. See, while I watch the videos and I understand what was going on, hell, I even watched Mac's video, and I just did that just to get the history of all this shit. It is Konami's motherfucking job to make sure Random Dodo number 5 don't get the rights to use Bloody Roar the way the fuck that he wants to. That's why they re-shit up. Dang, this happened every time y'all looking at something that needs to be re-up or something. They just doing it so don't nobody else can act it. I'm like, again, let me ask you a question again. What is a Bloody Roar? What is a Bloody Roar anything in the year 2020, 2021? What is it? I bet you couldn't even tell me what it was. Because, see, a lot of what this is right here, this is bile in my fucking gut for when we got food about Bloody Roar 5 some years ago. I am still motherfucking salty. Still angry as fuck, okay? Like, cause literally, like, everything looked to be legit. We got food. Never the fuck again, nigga. No. Fuck no. Not doing it. Not finna get food again. So, until you bring me a product, show me a trailer legitimately from Konami or something, I'm just like, well, they just re-upping this so you can't steal it. So yeah, we know, according to all of the information, it's not a pachinko machine, it's not a mobile game or anything like that, or whatever. But I'm finna spit some knowledge on why Konami literally don't give a fuck about Bloody Roar. There was a game that came out a couple years ago. That game is called Super Bomberman R. Do you know who's a guest bomber in that game? Reiko Hinomoto from Rumble Roses, right? If Konami gave a fuck, there would be a Bloody Roar character in there, and there isn't. Whole bunch of Castlevania characters, you can play as Big Viper ships, and all this shit, not extended to Bloody Roar. At all. The only thing Bloody Roar ever did was DreamX TV World Fighters with Yugo. But what about Gato? Oh, 2009 shit. Please go watch, but don't go watch that shit. If Konami fucking gave a fuck about the franchise, they would make a fucking pachinko machine. It's easy money for them. Like, yeah, commission some new animation, some shit, slap some pachinko shit on it. Congratulations, that's free money. Konami don't give a fuck about the franchise enough to make a goddamn pachinko machine. That should tell you everything you need to know. Rap like a motherfucker. They don't give a fuck about enough to use the franchise to put a pachinko machine to remind you the franchise fucking exists. That should tell you everything you need to know. But all I'm doing is sitting up here throwing a shot at the universe like, prove me wrong. Prove to me that, you know, that Konami give a fuck about this franchise or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Show me the universe that y'all give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I am right now. I would love to see another Bloody Roar just for the sake thereof. But here's the true answer. Enjoy what's available. Bloody Roar 1 is what it is. 2 is a solid game. 3 is what it is, but your answer is probably literally going to download an ISO of Bloody Roar Extreme for the GameCube and playing it online with like-minded folks that I mentioned and other people. Trust me, if you want to find a match of Bloody Roar Extreme on Dolphin, you probably fucking can. So that's probably literally the answer. Because hell, with all the buzz and shit, this is a perfect segue to something that I didn't think I was going to talk about. Netcode revives video games. I remember that good 3 weeks you carried the King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match existed. Now people care that game existed, but people who normally don't give a fuck like, yo, we need this for coverage. Same thing happening with Plus R or whatever. But I don't have I don't know why they didn't release Plus R on PS4, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. I'm happy that everything in their mama getting GDPO, rollback, and all that old shit you want. Because honestly, I didn't used to understand. Because as someone who decided that because of the way that I was gaming and shit, I was being toxic by even attempting to play a game without a motherfucking Ethernet cord plugged into the back or something. Because I know for years, it's like part of it was because I was so disenfranchised from the community. We're going to get into that in a minute. And more of like, I much rather get in the lab and cook than get in there and compete. Like, I still got the heart of a champion. I'm the greatest of all time as far as the fuck I'm concerned. But understanding and knowing what this means, especially in the world we live in today, of you got to be 6 feet away from people. So yeah, you need to be a couple thousand miles from somebody to get a good, decent match, and that come with netcode. As someone who has stepped up and broadened his horizons on that subject, I understand why y'all sit up here and y'all so burning passionate for proper netcode. Because for years, when it came to netcode, most of these Japanese publishers only understood that, yeah, we over in Japan, we got wires that run through the fucking sewer, motherfucker. So our shit works just fine. Fuck America, fuck Europe, fuck anything that ain't our island. Kiss our ass. And that's what it was. Forever. Literally, I can bring you a video, real rap, of me and aforementioned Daily Rape Neo playing Garou Mark of the Wolf when it first came out on 360 while I was trying to upload a video, and how insane that fucking ping was. That just was what it was. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Like, I remember shit, there's a video on this channel when I was excited and used to be excited about playing with people online. Like, when it came to Smash. Like, when Smash got online, I was in there like, yo, I'm in there. And I'm like, yo, I'm with you. I'm in there. So, Uncle Triple apologizes to all of y'all. To all of y'all that sit up here, and I don't want to call it whining. Y'all are emblazoned and impassioned for what it is that you want that makes a better experience for you. And yo, I respect it like a motherfucker. Keep it a million. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, I'm like, because let me see. What have I talked about so far? Because I'm trying to remember. Like, we open with, you know, you only care about Darkstalkers when it's fucking October. Shout out to that boy Jeremiah Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? Being blazing about that bloody roaring. You know, Max just doing what he always does or whatever. You know, the remembrance of there is no Virtual Fighter 6. Let that go. There will never be a Darkstalkers 4. You'll take your Street Fighter 6 and you'll like it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like, giving again, I'm like, because while I'm trying to figure out where the hell we going before we get to what I think might be the main event of our evening, because, yo, I got some heat to spit. Rap is understanding and really knowing, like, where we going. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a humongous part of where we've been, but where we going, though? I'm like, we got some hope. Given what July, August on this northern exposure shit with y'all really got some deep-seated issues and need to talk to a fucking adult because that's fucked up. To understand, really understand and know that dry snitching is bad, Mike Watson rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have to happen like that, but it did. I'm like, we just had to get exposed, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It just was what the fuck it was. And it's like, I'll be for real, that made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked up to that dude. Keep it a milli, though. I looked up to Wiz. Like, I can show you the PMs of me on AOL. Like, yo, man, I want to be just like you. I don't want to be no, nah, I'm a father. No, I can't even fuck with you. But it explained a whole fucking lot about you and your clique, the motherfuckers that was defending you, that as soon as this shit came out, they washed their hands of you. I bet you they don't go look back at the receipts when they was sitting up here ready to die for a sword for you, my dude. It just was what the fuck it was. And it's a damn shame it came out like that. But really, what have we done because these people getting exposed as pedophiles and fucking sexual deviance and fucking I beat my fucking wife or my husband and all this? Let's just be for real. You a fucking human being. I'm a level with you. Uncle Triple to you. Rap. The penchant for the human being is limitless no matter what direction you go in. Keep it a fucking million. You are capable of anything and everything you set your mind to. And even the things you don't set your mind to. It just is what it is with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say much more. I'm just like, it ain't really been no major blow up for real. But all that old stuff that literally started with fucking Low Tier God and Cyril Blast and that double KO of everybody gets banned. Punk got banned and shit. All this old stuff. You in a loser's bracket because you sat up here and spoke your mind, dog. But shout out to my boy Punk. The guy was really good, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole Chris G shit was fucking nuts. I can laugh about a watermelon. Shout out to that boy Champ. What's good, fam? Real shit. Like, that Chris G shit, I didn't fucking understand it. I still don't fucking get it. But that nigga's doing motherfucking K. It is what it is. And so is Champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, much love to them for sitting up here. They need to do more episodes of that band podcast. Like, real talk. Like, it was good just to hear them niggas spit. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm ready now. I think I am. I'm finna bring you something that got posted yesterday by Uncle Valle, right? I'm finna bring it up. Alright, I'm gonna read this to you because the thing is that just let me roll with this. The thing is, this tweet started because people were sitting up here tweeting about like the state of the community and like the old school versus the new school mentality and stuff, and like people got on Valle head about this. But I just want to read this to you, and I just want to sit up here and like literally like rap with y'all and tell y'all what I really think about this. Is that too bad that most of y'all weren't around in the arcade area to see how hyper competitive it was? The games were harder, information was self-made. You got the info now. Games have shortcuts for everything, and mechanics have disadvantaged players. Wonder why we had more killers then. See, I am completely... Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, yo, Maggie, it's not your fault, darling. The computer literally restarted itself in the middle of me spitting. Like, you know, computer, I'm using the damn computer to spit this heat because I got shit on my mind right now. And you like, I'm ready to restart it. I'm just going to stop your video. And it's like, you know, whatever. But anyway, like I was saying, though, I completely 100% agree with this. But I need to put some triple on it because I need y'all to see this from a way that nobody, even me reading the comments and everything, getting on that Valle is an old man and you don't want it this way and I wish it was that way and all that shit from a person who's seen it from all of those different angles. Let's literally use the man whose tweet we have as the perfect example of where the fuck it is that I want to start, right? Let's think about this for a second. We live in a different age than when it was Valle and John Choi and Mike Watson. When Daigo was that nigga. When Justin Wong was coming the fuck up and can't nobody whoop his ass. It was a different time. It was literally animal eat animal. We ain't gonna say dog eat dog. I don't want Peter to get on my fucking case. It was one animal eat another. You either the man or you not. You are now in a situation that, congratulations, you kind of sort of did something. Like you lost to 7 other people, but you know you're great. That's bullshit. Because see, here the truth is, it ain't about why it is, why it ain't killers. Is that the thing is, since because '09 in the way that the community went by, because of the story that I done told about how we were so hard on you and that you didn't let us in the way that we wanted to let us in, so we whined and bitched and moaned, and then the cannons and whiz, that dude who said up here the pedophile, said up here like, we gotta protect the money, so let's be inclusive. So everybody's a winner, everybody gets a participation trophy. If you got second place, congratulations, you did a thing. And if you got third, you did a thing too. And if you got ninth place, you got top 32. Nigga, nobody gives a fuck. This Ricky Bobby, back in the day, it's Ricky Bobby shit. Nigga, did you win, bruh? The answer is fuck no, you didn't win, nigga, so sit your punk ass down. And that's what the fuck it was. The truth is, as I'm reading this tweet, is that literally, the thing is, this community is still hyper competitive. But the thing is that since '09, we ain't raising killers. Because see, here's the truth. Killers can't buy shit. Why do you think we sit up here and I did all this old dumbass clapping shit? We ain't raising killers no more. At best, we raising motherfuckers who maim another motherfucker so you can get up and fight another day. Motherfuckers who get murdered on this fighting game shit ain't gonna buy another goddamn fighting game. Those are facts. I learned that the motherfucking hard way when I tried to stick up for what the fuck the community used to be as some hardcore savage fucking cutthroats back on that fucking SRKO 09 flood scrub shit. We ain't raising killers, we raising maimers. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with you saying, I don't want to kill you, I'll knock you the fuck down. It's literally the comparison that when I thought about making this video, y'all more some Injustice niggas than y'all some Mortal Kombat niggas. And here's what I say. When you get knocked down in Injustice and it's over, you literally get knocked down and then you pick your motherfucking self back the fuck up and then fall the fuck down again. No, when you get your ass whooped in Mortal Kombat, I got a permission to do a fatality on your motherfucking ass. Rap and cut your motherfucking shit. Smooth the fuck off. So again, after '09 and all this old shit, we not raising fucking killers, we raising maimers. Because again, a motherfucker who's maimed, you may have a chance to get the fuck back up and try again. You may want to, it may be in you that because you took a flesh wound, nigga, you might want to be able to put some motherfucking work in. Maybe. Motherfucking killers don't buy video games. So, and it's like, and it is on that flip that I understood what the Cannon Boys was on back in the day. That for real, when all the motherfuckers was on the internet whining about SRK, so this, SRK, so that, I get it now. Because I'm in this moment right now looking at this tweet from an OG like Valle, and like, we ain't raising killers, we raising maimers. Now, I'm not saying it ain't no cutthroat motherfuckers out here in the streets. I ain't saying that. I'm like, Sonic Fox, for all the fuck they do, they still out here murdering folks. Rap. That's a killer. Chris G, murderer. I'm like, Jay Wong still out here murdering fools on Fight Cave, bro. I'm like, yeah, it was some comments like where the OGs at, they're still doing it. All the OGs that moved on and done their shit, but you catch some of the motherfucking OGs on Fight Cave, on Red this or whatever, and get your fucking punk ass body and be reminded why the fuck we some killers and shit. Rap. I want to get to the second part of this, about how the games were harder and the information was self-made. Again, I'm finna get to this. The man again we talking about, Alex motherfucking Payavaya, a.k.a. Cali Power, a.k.a. Mr. Street Fighter. This nigga literally has the thing that won him Battle by the Bay, the Valle custom combo for Alpha 2. Let's be fucking for real here for half a fucking second. To follow up in that third sentence, all in the same. As soon as you motherfucking niggas find the fuck out something, it's on Twitter, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, if you name it, because I need the spotlight on me because, oh my God, I did a thing. We don't live in the era of you can keep a fucking secret. Because the thing is, it ain't even about keeping secrets. Because again, we raising maimers and not killers in this motherfucker. Is that it's more than one person on the same floor as you. So the thing is that we still it's still hyper competitive. No bullshit. The bar has been infinitely raised. It's kind of like really when you think about, like, again, just to separate myself to Savage, which will be back soon. The eras of wrestling, because literally, I'll say this, because I just thought about this. Shout out to my big brother B-Mac. Who just fucking won the NBA Finals? Some dude named LeBron motherfucking James in the Los Angeles fucking Lakers, right? The thing is that when I think about LeBron fucking James in this example I'm about to present, in LeBron James' era, he was that nigga. The end. There will come another in the next maybe 10 to 15 years after LeBron has sat down, done his thing, and we give him the greatest. But the thing is, think about the eras that the different people y'all say the greatest of all time played in. Kobe played in a different NBA. Jordan played in a different NBA. Hell, let's be fucking for real. Wilt Chamberlain, Julius Erving played in a different NBA. Larry Bird, like, all these dudes play in a different version of what the NBA was and is. So you really literally can't compare one era to another. Because again, Detroit bad boy, I throw an elbow at your ass. Fuck the referee, nigga. Rap. So again, understanding what it is that because it's a different flavor now. It's a different game. For real, just like I said. Because the bar has been raised. And now how infinitely people get to and gather lab information. Thank you, Discord. Thank you, wikis. Thank you this. Thank you that. That you know that we are more open to share this knowledge with each other so that we continue to elevate and raise the bar. So it's not competitive in the way that it was because, again, it was back in the day. It was animal eating animal. Because every motherfucking opportunity costs you cash fucking money. So I'm finna make this motherfucking quota last. I'ma make it last forever. That's what the fuck I'm finna do with it. So I'm finna body you. I'm finna learn. So yeah, I'ma lose a couple of quarters. I'ma lose here and there. But once I get my flow, I'm murdering you fools. I came up in it like I learned Marvel 2 by the fucking quarter. I'm telling you that live. I learned SVC Chaos by the quarter. So I know what that is. It's a lot easier now because things are what they are to a degree. Because I literally thought about Street Fighter 5 and how things come in seasons or whatever. So it costs a little bit that if you want to lab that new character who's not in your base roster, you got to pay for a little bit. But once you get that character, you get them and you in there or whatever. You know, it's like, and that's just what it is. It's like the mentality for how you go at it is different because you plop your shit up front. I take what's mine, I put it in the thing, and I'm in the lab cooking work. Hell, because of all the games that used to cost quarters to learn are easily emulatable now, people up here cooking up scripts and things to whip up training modes for games that never had them. Ways to experience games and shit, like thinking about Breaker's Revenge Extra, which I really hope is in that collection. My cue ball, shout out to them. About understanding, about learning about, I heard the shit. Hell, oh, look at all the hacks for Ultimate Mortal Kombat fucking 3, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, what we understood and what we've taken forever to learn, we can rebalance it. We can build it and make it better by the builder, motherfucker. Can we fix it? Yeah, the fuck we can, nigga. Shit. This is what it is. But again, look at this next sentence. You got the info now, like I said, wikis all over the place, man. Shout out to Mizumi. Like, literally, when I made that video about Phantom Breaker and my boy Kelbot came up here and spit me some knowledge about some stuff about remember something 7 years old, and he linked me to what the wiki is. Now, that motherfucker then exploded. So, shout out to everybody on the Mizumi wiki putting in that motherfucking work. Like, I watched that motherfucker grow from its motherfucking inception. So it's good to see all these years later, it's still thriving, it's still popping, and people want to expand and want to show others what it is. And again, thank Discord for being able to find like-minded folks. And again, the whole argument we talked about earlier about netcode and shit, about the other side of games die. You gotta find matches. So you gotta find like-minded individuals to help you level the fuck up. We didn't have that. Again, you had to learn by the fucking quarter. You had to. That's just what the fuck shit was. So I completely understand where Via is 101% coming from, because it's true. But at the same time, it's really a motherfucking game like I talked about the NBA. You really can't fucking compare eras. You really fucking can't. Like, especially in that example, because of what the fighting game community are. To get back to my point, we ain't raising, we stopped raising killers after 09, bro. We stopped raising killers. We maimers, because maimers spend money. Killers are dead. Killers kill. Yeah, I just had to say that. Like, shout out to Kill. Like, I need to watch some tournament for that. But seriously, killers murder their opponents. And if your opponent is murdered, he or she or they or whoever, whatever your designation is, fam, you're not getting the fuck back up. And that will literally deter somebody from playing a video game. And I understand that too. I'm not sitting up here saying that in 2020 the people that play that killer instinct ain't in you. Is that killer instinct is different, and you should also fucking go play Killer Instinct. But again, the thing is that the way that the community went after 09, we didn't raise killers. We raised everybody's a winner somehow. We raised that it's okay to maim your opponent, but murdering outright is a no-no. Because again, you murder them outright as a no-no, that's one less person playing the fucking video game. So it's more important now than ever, because we are literally raising the bar for each other, that we get in these discords. Shout out to the Super Dragon Ball Z Discord. Shout out to G, bro. I see you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to my boy Jinx there. Shout out to the Battle Fantasia Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that Battle Fantasia, that Super Dragon Ball Z. Love that shit. You should join those Discords to get with like-minded people. It's a Discord for any fucking game you want to play. I'm in the Discord for Dark Awake, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, and there's only technically one illegal way to play Dark Awake, and it costs you $10 to play that thing on the PS3, and now you literally have to find it on the PSN because Sony said, fuck you. I'm just saying. To follow up that third sentence, games have changed about how execution works. We are getting to games now. We're getting to that point, because I remember, like, I'll bring this up. I remember y'all sat up here and shit on that dude about, you know, directions and fighting games or whatever, but there's a point. We're probably never going to evolve to a point where you only press buttons for a fighting game. Well, we got dive kick and all that, but not like that though. Where the game itself is nothing but just buttons. It's not going to be that, because again, you got your Power Rangers and your Fantasy Strikes and your Blade Strangers as examples of where the fighting game can go, where it can be deep and engrossing, but I don't have to do forward, down, forward, and a fucking punch button. And that's okay. Power Rangers is some of the most insane shit on the fucking planet. I am still mad that commentators didn't read my tweet when I sat up here and said that when you get that happy birthday, it's called a day of the dumpster, and when you catch all three of them in that combo, it's a trip to the peace conference, my nigga. Y'all need to adopt it. I'm giving that to you, Uncle Triple, the OG to you. I'm giving you that. You can have that shit. You can have that shit. The thing is, comeback mechanics, and I heard a lot about that. I want to walk you back to 1992. This game called Art of Fighting, bruh. The end. I have nothing else to say. Comeback mechanics have existed long before Street Fighter 4 made revenge a thing. Okay? Just real shit. Art of Fighting 2. Samurai Showdown. Fatal Fury Special. Power Instinct. Okay? Games in that little era right there that had comeback mechanics. When we talk about stress meters and pals and super desperation moves and all this old shit, it's nothing new. Just a little reminder of your history and where the fuck we come from. So the next time you sit up here and say that, well, comeback mechanics of this, comeback mechanics have existed since Art of Fighting 1, damn it. So skedaddle. Skedaddle with that bullshit. The thing is that understanding about the mechanics and how you want an even playing field for everybody. Yeah, sometimes, it is what it is, because when I think about it now, that thank you, brain, for getting this in my head about where fighting games have gone. What? Think about recent fighting games in memory with these mechanics. What? Let be, because I'm finna sit up here and I'm finna be for real. Rage was in Tekken Tag 1. Okay? Let's just put that there. Rage was in Tekken Tag 1. Wasn't a picked up mechanic to what? Tekken 6. So because I heard that sometimes that Tekken 7 introduced the rage mechanic. No, that was in Tekken Tag 1, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit. Is that, you know what I'm saying? If I'm playing as Jin and I'm getting my ass whooped, of course my mama gonna want to hop in the fight and fucking help me. That's how fucking Netsu works. So let's just drop that over there. Soul Calibur picked up meters and supers and shit since Soul Calibur 5, and I think 6 does it pretty well. Nigga, it's too bad. It is what it is. I really need to get on fucking Soul Calibur. I bought the limited edition version. The game on sale right now or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Another news, just to sit up here and talk some shit. Koihime Embu Rio Rai on sale for $10 on the PSN right now on PS4, man. Shout out to my partner Hentai Ryan by my little brother. I was gonna tweet that. I probably still might tweet that, but still, I'm just letting you know. The thing is, when you think about really like the comeback mechanics in games of recent memory, it's like, again, you got Revenge, and as dumb and ignorant as Pandora was, as dumb and ignorant, I miss Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what it needed to be. Because again, when you really think about like what Ono's vision for Street Fighter 4 was, there needed to be something for people to get into it. And I really think that Ultras really did that. You know what I'm saying? I really think Ultras really did that number. And again, I've said my piece about Ultras and how I did not appreciate way back in the day, like I feel in the future, that y'all gave Ultras credit for something that Street Fighter EX2 did. Street Fighter EX2 is one of the best fighting games on the fucking planet, and still to this day deserves a lot more love. I don't regret a thing I said or a thing that I did in that time when I was sitting up here singing that game's praises, and I'll do it all over again. Mostly the same way. It'd be a thing or two I do differently. But understanding where we are, what shit is, this tweet has some legitimate merit, and to see people discredit this because of what it is. Because here it is for me, understanding it from the other side of the bubble, right? I understand how important and how together we've come since '09 because of the influx of people who want to play fighting games. Because the thing is, let's be for real, a lot of people come to the dance, but not everybody stays to fucking boogie. But I, Uncle Triple the OG, appreciate everybody who's still in the game, who still want to boogie and get down with fighting games. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm like, hell, I'm with this in my brain. Man, shout out to fucking Willie fucking Madden, bro. Getting the fighting games is like some of the best stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it really brings fighting games to like a basic minutia of somebody enjoying it, and him and Reggie and Man doing all that. So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing. Like, I'm gonna give him props and show that love. Like, I enjoy just sitting up here watching it because it's literally inspired me to take some games that I've recently like looked into to get in the lab with and type of shit like that. So, then shout out to Willie, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Go speaking of things that I'm randomly thinking about, go watch that whole Back to Block thing about Killer Instinct. Shout out to Esteban, I see you. That's some of the best work in really understanding like how a great game like Killer Instinct works, and how probably will stand as the best fighting game from last generation when we're all said and done. I really think Killer Instinct is gonna be that game. Like, even though I still got my project going on and I really haven't played much Killer Instinct, understanding and knowing how much went into and how important it is what it is. But I'm just saying again, let me remind you and let me say this shit. It ain't about Uncle Valle, I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm agree with you on the rap. It ain't about having killers. We raise mamers out here in the streets, and I have to sit up here and just be rap. It's okay. It's okay. Not everybody needs to murder their opponent to prove their point. Sometimes the beat down is enough. Sometimes the beat down is enough for you to go lick your wounds, go back to the lab and kick it. Because if all the killers murder everybody else, the killers would then kill themselves and there wouldn't be nobody left. So we kind of do need to hit you in the motherfucking kneecap and let you crawl the fuck away. Put one of your motherfucking shoulder blades just so that you fucking remember how you got that motherfucking ass whooped. That's just what it has to be. Because again, we not raising killers. We raising maimers, and that's okay. I don't agree with sitting up here congratulating you because you made top 8. That's something I still think is kind of stupid. I understand that you did a thing, but I'm looking at you like, did you win, cuz? You didn't win. So it is what it is with that, and it can't be nothing else other than that. I'm going to get this tweet off the screen because there are a couple more things we need to do before we get up out of here. At this juncture, am I legally supposed to say something about that dude, Mike Z? Somebody who I admired and looked up to. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with my guy. I have no clue. But shout out to Future Club, you know what I'm saying, that they sitting up here doing things. It sucks about Indivisible. I'm still trying to get my damn CD after I didn't get my damn fucking limited edition version of the fucking video game. Long story. I do wonder what the future... hopefully, something can be worked out about Indivisible. The future for Skullgirls is fucking bright, and he's already in a mobile game. Will be in Second Encore any day now. I'm like... I wish I would have done... Because here's a secret for anybody who made it all the way this far. For people who normally watch me. I did a series... I started that series 10 years of fighting game, and fighting games of the last decade, you know what I'm saying? And I talked about... And I put my heart out there about Tatsunoko versus Capcom, about that's my fighting game. That's me. The second game I really want to talk about is Skullgirls, and I still do, but here's a little demo of that. Here's the question that I have to ask myself, that I already know the answer to, but I'll say that as a little spoiler. You know what I'm saying? So you know, go watch that video whenever the hell it come out, whenever the fuck it comes out. Can you separate art from the artist? Because that's a thing that I see a lot nowadays. You got a lot of people that can't separate the art from the artist. And I understand why you do that. Honestly, just me, I think a lot of it, especially on certain forums that will not be named, is a lot of grandstanding and bullshit. And honestly, for real, you could just much rather keep your mouth shut, play the fucking game, and enjoy it for what the fuck it is, than sitting up here making a statement, oh, he did this, and I won't play this game. Shut the fuck up. There you go. Just enjoy what you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to take that hiatus, because I wasn't enjoying what the fuck I was doing. I wasn't. It's like, because I had some shit going on with me, and I wasn't enjoying getting on the mic. I'm glad this came about, because this wasn't the video the fuck I was supposed to make. But I'm glad I got this shit off my motherfucking chest. I'm like, for real, like, I had to literally say something about people pretend they give a fuck about Darkstalkers when you don't. That, yeah, the gang got good net code today, but after that, you ain't finna play the motherfucking game no more. Nigga, come let me for real. That's footage for your YouTube channel and your Twitch, my dude. Fuck that dumb shit. It pains me to say that there won't be a Virtual Fighter 6 universe. Prove me the fuck wrong. Prove me the fuck wrong about a new Darkstalkers. Prove me the fuck wrong, alright? Hell, they prove me wrong about this Bloody Roar shit. But the answer still is go download a nice old Bloody Roar stream and go find some like-minded people in a fucking Discord and go play that motherfucker online, dog. Fuck that dumb shit. Or just take this series and just enjoy it for what the fuck it is. It's just gonna be some shit that is just not gonna fucking be. Let's be for real. It's fucked up that a lot of you Smash motherfuckers are some fucking touchy-feely motherfuckers, and that's not right. That's not right. Whether it was that shit or that other shit or that other shit, it was just motherfuckers getting out here just getting exposed. Again, I'll say this live at the back end of this. Watson did what Watson did, and I rooted for him, but that was still a dry stitch, my nigga. That's rap. That wasn't done because you were trying to protect somebody. That was done out of vengeance, bruh. And you probably literally, when Wiz got exposed and Evo got shut down, you literally fucking put on some fucking claws and did a fucking Lord of the Dance in your house. And I know you did. Because that's what real human beings would do. Like, I finally got one up on a motherfucker who been fucking with me. Get this work, bitch. It is what it is. All these motherfuckers getting banned, LGD, Sarah Wayne, Chris G, Filipino champ, everybody. Like, shit, Watermelon's okay with me. Shit, Chris G, when he said that shit about women and how the fuck they be bopping and shit, the nigga wasn't lying. So it is what it is. Punk has every right to be frustrated that the internet is fucked up and is ruining his chances to be a champion. Shout out to Adam in that damn costume. You should have picked She Blanca, cuz that's just Uncle Triple again. Just putting that the fuck out there. I'm just like, again, that Mike Z shit is fucking crazy. Because I say, just like I admire, just like I had mad respect. Because it's like, again, I'll get into this before we get out of here. It's been a lot of times, especially because of how I came up, especially SRK and all that shit, especially when I got with the NeoGaf and shit, I was giving over respect to my OGs and shit. Because like I said it and it's recorded, man, shout out to my nigga Cool. Like, when it was that time for me to take the ball and really delve into mirroring stuff for YouTube and things like that. Hold on one momento. Yeah, I will call that person back. I'm sorry you had to hear all those beeps and those boops and those bops, but I will call that person. I love that person. I love you, person. Anyway, let me do that. Like I was saying, when I heard that shit about Wiz, dog, it was kind of like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But here's the truth, though. I always thought it was something sinister about them niggas, dog, real rap, you know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, the thing is, I'm not mad at them for the one thing they do. They take care of each other. It's a lot of motherfuckers that they fuck with and they click. They stay engrossed, cash up, everything. They take care of each other. Wiz, you may never see his face again, but his family gonna make sure he take care of it. I'm talking about them Cannon Boys and all them old niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how Katie really feel now that you sat up here and stuck up for a motherfucker who's a fucking pedophile. And I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if the bitch knew about it. Just keeping it a fucking million. Like, I don't forget shit. Like, I remember that dude who talked that shit about me talking about, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you dick riding Justin Wong. I don't even remember your name enough to bring it the fuck up. You like, man, I was over there in the JoJo thread for years on SRK, but I was in that motherfucking thread too and knew all them niggas. And like, nigga, when fucking CPS3 shit first came out, the niggas was laughing and hard. I don't remember seeing you. But it's okay. It's okay. Again, I looked up the Wiz. I can show you the receipts, man, but over time, I learned that all that shit I was fighting for, it was nothing because of that tweet we just saw. We ain't the same no more. We ain't raising killers no more. We raising mainless. It's more important for your opponent to crawl away and lick their wounds than it is to outright murder them. That's just what the fuck it is, and it can be nothing the fuck else. Nothing else. I'm like, something told me I had to get on the mic and say all this shit because it's said now. And I'm going to literally put it out like that last video that I made that I didn't put out because I don't know why the universe said don't. But this is going to be literally linked together and put up on the motherfucking YouTube because I had to spit this shit. Regardless of how I feel, it's always been the same feeling for me. You're not always going to agree with your family, but in this instance, this wasn't a family I chose. It's a family that I was grabbed and pulled into. And shit, we fam for life, whether I agree with you, disagree with you, or whatever. Y'all my people. There are people out there that I look at who literally, one or two people I've literally tasked to the future of what the fighting game community is because they know what it is to stick up and stand up for their games and stick up and be emblazoned and being passionate about the things that they love. Just like I still am, but I'm just that on a different level shit. And I'm not the spring chicken I once used to be. I'm a proud fucking rooster. I crow when the sun is up, and after that, I've done my job. Fuck you. That's just what it is. Why this is on my mind? John D. Rockefeller, I fucking miss you, man. I'm glad that when all that fucking Street Fighter Cross Tekken shit, that the streets learn how to get money through you, famo. Real talk. Always somebody I looked at, even though y'all sitting up here screaming Gutex going crazy, man, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I understand that, Dr. Sub-Zero ain't coming back, but his spirit lives on within people like me. So that's okay. I just need y'all to keep y'all shit in check, man. For real. That we gotta do what we gotta do. That regardless of anything that I said, man, I got y'all back out here in these streets. Y'all, we family. That's what it is. I appreciate every single one of y'all, whether I've had an interaction with you or not when it comes to this fighting game community shit. I respect the legacy of those who came before me. I understand my part in that legacy and pushing it forward. And I understand that there's a future within those who still want to play and interact with this medium and with this medium. Hell yeah, I just said that shit. The future holds whatever it holds. We have no idea what it is. So, let there be a Bloody Roar. Let there be a Darkstalker 4. Let there be a Virtual Fighter 6. Let there be a Marvel 4. You know what I'm saying? Let it be those things. Let there be a Rumblefish 3. Let there be a sequel to Damon Bride. Let there be that fake real Neo Geo Battle Coliseum 2. When in the fuck will we hear something about the King of Fighters 15? I literally heard that the King of Fighters 15 is a thing and the leak list already came out. Since I'm on the back of this and I'll probably make a video when it's time for that stuff to come out, let me explain something. The last time I did something, but when I did King of Fighters 14, I was called a lot of things because I refused to look at that list. Here's what I'm calling you. You the fucking bitch. That's live as a motherfucker. You artistic. You this, you that. Nah. I want to give the company who's making this game the right to show what they do on their own time and not on some motherfucker who want to be a fucking glory hound and taking things away from people like me who want it a certain way. Again, I had that issue when Street Fighter Tekken dropped because somebody in the know, you know what I'm saying, who was part of the little clip we talked about earlier, dropped that stuff on NeoGaf, and I literally said, man, nah, did Capcom say that? Nah. But then I got in the PMs and was like, when I finally figured out who that person was, and he was a real major factor in things, you know what I'm saying, that I was involved in, and I gave him that love and that respect as an OG. I won't do that anymore because I'm going to stand up for me. I want things the way that I want them. I want the company to tell me on the company's time what the fuck it is I want to do, not some motherfucking leaker who wants the fucking attention. I appreciate Ed Kira and everything he does for Street Fighter 5. I do. I appreciate that. That's rap. It is what it is. I appreciate what they do. However, I don't care about Street Fighter 5 like that. I care about the King of Fighters like I care about an SNK game. You trying to spoil it for me? Like, I'm still mad about that rock shit. Y'all still trying to figure out whether or not it's actually canon or not. That literally got discussed on something, I think. I think that was actually getting a fighting game when Willie and fucking Reggie fucking played 2002 Unlimited Match online. But, you know, we'll get into that. Maybe I'll get back into reviewing the King of Fighters again. Like, I stopped at 95. Good place to stop. But 96 is a good place to pick back up again. But it is what it is. Whew-wee, man, that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm trying to make sure that I cover all my bases. We talked about all that stuff that may or may not come out. You know, we talked about all the bad stuff and the cleaning up of the community and history and respect and everything Uncle Valle said and everything. This is just something that just had to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, something in my soul was like, yo, spit. Flame, motherfucker. Some said spit, so I spit. Spat. I rip and I rip. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. Seriously though, got plenty of more show for you, so please sit back, relax, and stay tuned. I'm literally sitting up here trying to think, because usually a lot of times I make these videos and then I'll be like, I forget something. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm not really forgetting anything. Like, cause you know, I spit a little bit of heat, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, about that little, you know, thing about Phantom Breaker, things like that. We talked about Bloody Roar and with the what? Bloody Roar, Darkstalkers, King of Fighters, you know, your Marvels, your this, your that, you know what I'm saying? My feelings about where we were, where we're going, and all that old stuff. We did that. I did a lot of good today. Like, I give myself a pat on the back. I did a lot of good here. Like, I spit a lot of heat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, real talk on the back end. Shout out to that boy Jeremiah Isaiah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning, like, yo, Big Bro gave you the stamp. If Daily Ray Neo come to me and say, you that dude, I can't even deny you. I wasn't denying you before. But when Big Bro get a stamp though, I gotta let that do what it does. I gotta let that do what it does, man. Yo, keep being emblazoned, keep being impassioned about Bloody Roar, and whatever happens shall happen. If don't nothing happen, don't get down on yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you know what? I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it though. But it's somebody I want to say something, but you know that's old fucking news, and that person literally stepped back from their game. So you know, I'm like, I hope, you know what I'm saying, they may never watch this, but I'm just going to literally just put it out there and just say that I hope you find peace, man. Like, literally, when that stuff happened to that guy years ago, I sent him a message on Facebook, and like, man, I know how it feels to be that blazing and passionate to have to fall back on you. Don't lose sight, don't lose hope. Just do you. Like, I've been through up and down this YouTube shit. I've been up and down through the fighting game community with all the OGs, the young motherfuckers, the in-betweens, the fucking click niggas, all that old shit. But I still love me a fucking fighting game regardless. And like and literally, and I'm gonna bring this up literally. And like I said, the Wiz, when years ago they were screaming that somebody did something so bad that the fighting game community was gonna die, and I think that was a liberal scare tactic. I said to Wiz on fucking NeoGaf. Real shit. As long as it's two people playing fighting games, it's gonna be a fighting game community. Whatever the fuck this is, we bigger than that shit, and we still are. And I'm proud of every single one of y'all. That's just Uncle Triple keeping it 1,000 with you. Rap. It is what it is. In my brain, shout to my SEO nigga Tasty Steve, like you playing that guilty. Like y'all didn't know that boy play guilty. You know that motherfucker. But seriously, like I said, man, again, I'm just trying to make sure that I went over everything, like trying to figure out like what's popping, what's good. Like, you know, I still need to cover that Samurai Showdown Last Blade shit, and I probably will. That'll probably be a whole separate video. Oh, but before we leave, I just want to just do something, cause I'm like, this for everybody who stuck through to the end with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to talk about this real quick? We can talk about this. Yeah, we can talk about this all you want to. Slapping that ass. Oh, come on. Damn. See, like, that's the only ass you have the right to slap, but you probably shouldn't have slapped it in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, you slapped your brother girlfriend ass. You slapped lolly booty. Now, in some instances, you know, oh, it's a repeat. Yo, you gonna slap it again? You gonna slap it again? Rising Darko in my pants. Okay, that ain't right. Damn, I'm like, let's just be for real, man. 176th Street is a fucking classic. 176th Street's a fucking classic. Please tell me 176th Street ain't a fucking classic. I'll smack you in the mouth. Equally, 99th Street from fucking Wild Ambition is equally dope. So, you know, it is what it is with that, man. Shout out to Terry Bogard, you know what I'm saying? Slapping girls' asses. Slapping the ass of his fuck buddy, his sister's kind of girlfriend, and the lolly, whose ass, you know, you slapped. That ain't right. That just ain't right. In some instances, it could be right, but in some instances, it ain't right. And this just the instance, it just was wrong. W-R-O-N-G. Wrong! Man, you know what? That's throwback shit. Look. We got plenty of more show for you, so please sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Man, I'm of course Mr. Pop That Thing, the one on triple the G.O.D, aka Mr. C-R-A-C-K-C-O-C-I-N-E. Hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. And indeed, I am the baddest monster in existence. Don't you ever forget it. That's my ace, my mellow, my brother, the green monster squish murder. And the congregation, may you all be praised. Thank you for holding down my six. Shaka, what's going on with you, dog? You like on a cockling back there, bro. I'm not finna come over there and deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Sheila, Candace, you know, Pinky, Queen, you know what I'm saying? Alice, you know what I'm saying? The squad, we's in the building. It is what it is. Look, yeah. The ladies of rage, Betsy, Janine, Magdalene, the intern, Annalise, and your girl, and my Miss Martha, aka Miss Marlene, hold on them unos, doses, tres, and cuatros, baby. Ladies, thank you so much. Without you, this video would not be possible. And again, Maggie, it wasn't your fault, darling. And I'm like, the computer literally tried to restart itself in the middle of me spitting this heat. I apologize again. Did I literally not have to merge this video with the first one to make 2 videos to make 1 video to put out to the internet? I don't fucking know. But seriously, yo, I got a feeling, man, more people than normal are going to make it to this point in the video who normally don't make it to this point in the video. So, I will tell you this much. I will tell you this much. All of my social media links are down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit them bells. If you want to support the show with your cash money, Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Shout out to my boy Drew K, Young Money Bags. I see you in the coast. Shout out to my little brother Ryan Plummer. You know what I'm saying? Hold me down on Patreon. Tip. Appreciate the love, fellas, as always. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I was able to get this off my chest. I'm just like, sometimes you just gotta spit what's in your eye. Sometimes you just gotta let the streets know what it is. And I know it's a little wordy and a little thing, but it's probably something for you to agree and disagree with, man. Get in the comments, tell me how you feel. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking around, man. I appreciate that type of shit. We gotta embrace each other, hold each other up. Because again, like I said, and I will say before I get out of here, even though we ain't raising killers and we raising maimers, more important, we need to raise each other up. That regardless of what place you finish in, what game you playing or whatever. If you playing a fighting game, you down with me. And that's how we need to be. If you play a fighting game, you down with me. That's rap. I don't care what the fuck it is. Like, if it's two people putting in work, hell, shit, yeah, Smash is included too. Y'all come on in. Like, we need to stop separating ourselves. We need to unite. Because once we come together, because again, remember what they say. You can do a lot more with this than you can with these. In the instance of the way that metaphor works, in the way that adage works. Even though I know as a martial artist, there's a lot I can do with this to your nose, and you'll never probably get up again. But we're not going to get into that right now. That's that violence. We're not going to do that. We got to come together like this. And especially in the world that we live in now, where people literally separate us by all sorts of things and put us in all sorts of columns. Let's remember and embrace the things that make us the same. And not focus so much on the shit that make us different. That's what I want to say. I said it a lot, but I'm going to say it right now. Because I believe in this as us as a community. Real shit. Embrace each other. Love one another. Good to each other. Because if we do that today, the day after tomorrow will be a whole lot brighter for what it is that we leave behind. Seriously. We got plenty more show for you. And we got it right after these. Bang! Commercial messages. Been thinking this whole time, like literally, did I forget to spit anything else? I'm looking around, I'm thinking. Nah. I think I got everything. You know what I'm saying? Embrace each other. Love one another. Together we are this. We are a mighty fist, and we throw one hell of a punch together. Let's just remember that. Remember that this fighting game shit is what unites us all. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of what it is, that you play a fighting game again, like I said, you down with Uncle Triple. That's right. Remember that shit. More show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages.